6, direct variation. Direct variation is y equals ax. This is very similar to slope-intercept of y equals mx, except there's no b. There's no y-intercept. Tell whether the equation represents direct variation. If so, identify the constant of variation. So we need to solve for y, get y by itself. Y is being added by 2x and multiplied by -3. We start by shifting positive 2x to the opposite side of the equation. So we're going to minus 2x. Minus 2x cancel, and we get -3y equals -2x. We finish solving for y by undoing the multiplication of -3. We would divide by -3, divide by -3, and we get y equals, a negative divided by a negative is positive, and then we have 2/3 x. Does this represent direct variation? Y equals ax. Yes, it does. So tell whether it represents direct variation. Yes. And a equals, it's the slope. It's the number in front of x, so 2/3. Number 2, getting y by itself, it's being subtracted by x. So the opposite of a negative x is a positive x. We're trying to get y by itself. And we have y equals x and then a +4. Does this look like y equals ax? No, because of this. You can't have a y-intercept. It can only say y equals something of x. So no. Graph the direct variation equation. This looks similar to slope-intercept. What could I add to this equation that wouldn't change it so I could see that b value? Y equals mx plus b. I could add 0. So my slope is 2/3 and b equals 0. I start at my y-intercept of 0. There's my first point. And then I rise and run 2/3. So rise 2, 1, 2, and run 3. 1, 2, 3. Notice that you're always going to have direct variation that goes through the origin. It will not be shifted up or down. Direct variation has to go through the origin. Example B, same thing, y equals mx, and we can say plus b. Our slope is -3, and our y-intercept is 0. We start at 0. And then we need to rise -3 and run 1. So rising a negative number means going down. So rise -3 and then run +1. The graph of the direct variation equation is shown. Write the direct variation equation. Find the value of y when x equals 30. So we have this point that's on the graph. Here's our equation, y equals ax. We know a coordinate. We know -1, 2. This is x. This is y. We're going to substitute the x and y in and find out what a is. So we can write our direct variation equation. Y is 2. A times x is -1. So we have 2 equals a times -1 is -a. We have y equals ax for our direct variation equation. We have the point on the graph, -1, 2. We're going to substitute in that y is 2 and x is -1. A times -1 is -a, and we need to finish solving for a. If I remember, there's a 1 that's in here. It says -1a. So if I divide by -1 and I divide by -1, I get A equals -2. Once I find A, then I can write my direct variation equation. Y equals AX, so -2x. Now they want to find the value of y when x equals 30. So I substitute in x equals 30. Y equals -2 times 30, and we get y equals -60. The number S of tablespoons of sea salt needed in the saltwater fish tank varies directly with the number W of gallons. So tablespoons of salt varies directly with the number W of water in gallons in the tank. A pet shop owner recommends adding 100 tablespoons of sea salt to a 20-gallon tank. So we have that the sea salt varies directly with the water in the tank. And we know that the salt is 100 and the water in the tank is 20. So the salt is 100 and the water is 20. When I solve for A by dividing by 20, so 100 divided by 20 is 5. We get A equals 5. So our direct variation equation is salt equals 5W. How many tablespoons of salt should be added to a 30-gallon saltwater fish tank? So that would be 5 times 30 equals the salt. And the salt should be 150 tablespoons. Online music. The table shows the cost C of downloading S songs at an internet music site. Explain why C varies directly with S. We could compare the ratios. Let's look at the ratio of $2.97 for 3 songs and $4.95 for 5 songs, $6.93 for 7 songs. Using my calculator, $2.97 divided by 3 equals 99 cents. 4.95 divided by 5 equals 99 cents. And can you guess what $6.93 divided by 7 is going to equal? So we can see that the constant of variation is 99. The constant of variation equals 99 cents. That's why C varies directly with S. Now write a direct variation equation. Well, we already found the constant of variation, and that would be what the A value is. So we have that the cost equals 0.99 times S.